Welcome to my declutter journey. We are taking on the challenge of clearing out 30 bags in 30 days. If you're like me and struggle with clutter, you are not alone. I want to normalize the idea that lacking organization and having too much stuff is a common struggle many of us face. These videos are not about shaming anyone for their clutter, but about encouraging and supporting each other on our decluttering journeys. Together, we will tackle our clutter one bag at a time, creating space for clarity, peace, and a home that truly reflects our values and priorities. I invite you to follow along, share your experiences, and join me in this transformative decluttering adventure. Let's make room for what truly matters as we declutter our spaces and declutter our minds. Welcome back to 30 bags in 30 days. This is day 6, video number 6, and it's getting dark. I'm filming right after I did the declutter of the area over there, and I actually just vacuumed and moved all the bags out. I still have the box of stuff that needs to be relocated. I am about to do books. Yep. I probably won't let go of a lot, but I still need to do it because I have a problem with books. Not as much as I did, but I have a problem with books. Hey everyone, Sophia here, my great challenger. Welcome back to my channel, video number 6 for bag number 6. I am doing books today. I'm decluttering the books only in my bedroom. There's other areas in the house where I have books. I could count them. It's pretty much every room except the bathrooms. Yes, but it's much better than it used to be. These books here are pretty much from the last declutter, the ones that I really wanted to keep. Have I read any? I think I read 1 or 2 because I have moved on to ebooks and audiobooks. So yeah, most of the books that I've read lately have been either on the tablet or have been audio. So one of the cats. I'm gonna do books. I don't think I'm gonna let go of a lot, but I'm still gonna go through it, and I'm going to be honest with myself. Now, I've made very good progress with regards to books in that I used to keep all the books. You remember? If you've been on the channel for a while, you know what I'm talking about. I used to keep all the books, okay? Books I've read, books I wanted to read, you know, the big to be read, wishful thinking list of books. And it got out of hand. I think I had 2,000 books maybe at some point. It was nuts, okay? Since I got the little library down in the front yard, when I finish a hard copy book, I actually put it straight into the little library, and those books are gone. So there's a good rotation. For those of you who wanted an update on the little library, it's doing very well. Every so often I got to go and reorganize it a little bit because people just, you know, take out stuff, look, you know, whatever. So you got to refile everything. But yeah, so I'm not really keeping books that I have read anymore. They go straight to the little library. Why? Because I'm not going to reread it. You know, there's a lot of people who keep the books they've read and they say, oh, I may reread that. My mom does that. She rereads books. I don't think I've ever read a book a second time. Jane Eyre, maybe. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I've never read a book twice. So there's no need for me to keep those books and just take space for other books that I want to read. It's a small library, so I'm trying to, you know, keep it that way, but once in a while I gotta go in and be honest about whether or not I am going to read this book that I brought in. There's a lot of books that I get for free, and then, you know, from other libraries, and books that are given to me, books that I purchase because I want to read them at the time, and goes a year later, you're like, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not going to read this. So let's be honest. Let's look at our books today. And those that we really plan on reading, we keep. Those that we've read, maybe we don't keep unless, you know, you really are a collector for whatever reason. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. review books, right? But we need to look at our collection of books with a honest pair of eyes as to whether or not we're really going to read this book. Is this book calling us for future reading, or was it just a spur of the moment kind of impulsive buy as you were browsing the Barnes & Noble aisle or your Amazon webpage? Let's get started. Day number 6, books. So one could argue that the majority of the books in here are either impulse purchases, wishful thinking, or you know, you read one book, you really liked it, and there's part 2 and part 3, so you go and you buy the other parts, and then you haven't read them. Okay, they're just hanging, taking space. So the bottom part we are not touching. We know that. Well, if you don't and you're brand new, welcome. This is actually a collection of etiquette books that I am building over the years. It's quite a lot, and I'm not touching it. Men, Women, and Manners in Colonial Times. Anyway, look, to each their own kick. Okay, let's get started. This, and this do not belong here. That's a relocate. Okay, this one here and that one there is Scots. I'm not touching, and then there's a few here that are Scots too that I'm not touching. So I'm gonna start here. Because remember what I said in the very first video, right? The rules. Rule number 2, we don't declutter other people's stuff. You just don't touch other people's stuff. Okay, so what are these? Mark Twain, yeah. So we're gonna keep those. They could go downstairs. We'll see. Okay. This one I've read and I'm keeping because it's pretty much now my favorite book. And that one, believe it or not, I will reread. Not now, maybe down the road, but I absolutely love this book. Okay, and the other 2 are Bibles. We're not doing anything with that. Yeah, these are French books. And books about Napoleon. Have I read them? No. Will I read them? I would like to. But I'm not letting go of those. I'm not doing good. I know I'm not doing good. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. I found these books at a thrift store for $2.99, and the only reason why I purchased them, I have no intention of reading them. That they were a very popular TV series or series of movies that came out in France based on those Angelique books, and I used to love them when I was a kid. And I saw them and I was just like, oh man, this is so cool. But you know what? I'm not gonna read them. I'm not gonna read them. They're gonna go to my little library. 2 books, okay. How to be a Victorian. I'm gonna read that. Beneath a Marble Sky. I'm not gonna read it. The Glove Maker. I'm gonna read it. Okay, Dark Things I Adore. I want to read that. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I want to read that. These are all the World War II novels. I've been dragging those for years. Let's ask Scott. Hey Scott, you know all those novels I have that are World War II novels? Like The Night of the Generals, Night of the Fox, and Crossing in Berlin. Are you ever gonna read them? Me neither. They can go. I don't know what to do with myself. For some of you, it's probably shocking that I finally let go of those books, right? Okay. Well, I suppose I could put this one here now. Okay. Ah, the picture of Dorian Gray. I never read it, but I want to read it. The family plot. Sounds interesting. Edge of the Orchard. Okay. Oh, I still haven't read this. Buried Secrets. Ooh, FBI. Okay. Shadow of the Wind. Okay. What are you doing? This I want to read. When, I don't know. It's basically Les Miserables in space. Okay, in the woods I want to read The Alchemist. I want to read The Dressmaker. I want to read Pierce Winter. I want to read Blue Asylum. I want to read I'm pathetic. All these books I want to read. Okay, these I gotta think about. These are Amish books. Oh, there's more books over there. Prayers for Sale. Sandra Dallas. I read a book by her that was really good. I have so many good books. I'm putting together maybe pile. Relocate. So I told you this was gonna be quick, right? The rest over there is Scott, so I'm not gonna do anything. These are I want to read them all. When? It's a whole other story. So now I got to kind of categorize them by style or genre, and then make a decision. move those over there. These I would want to read. They're the Shadow Hunters. The Chain of Iron that I started and didn't finish yet is part 2 of another series that she did. And last time I decluttered book, I let go of the first 3 that I had read. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you stuck? There you go. So I do like these. They're young adult, but I don't care. I enjoy reading them. So I somewhat organized them. These are novels that happened during World War II. Okay, these are historical fiction, Victorian time. I'm going to put this one with it. This goes here. These are thrillers. These are just novels. Okay, and then the rest is Scots. So that leaves me with these 3 that I gotta make a decision about. Oh, you know what? This is a mail order bride. Look, I like those stories. Okay, whatever. I read one of her books, Melissa Jagiers, I think is the name. She's not a good writer. And then this is an Amish. I like that. I'll read it. Okay, Lolita in Tehran. I actually want to read this. When? It's a horrible story. Okay, I'm done with books. I told you this was going to be short. Okay, let go of this one. All of the World War II books. These. So, and those 2. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books. And then a planter. And these that have to be relocated. Not too bad for day number 6. The lighting is really bad. So 12 books. They're gonna go down in the little library. They're probably not gonna fit, so I'm gonna have to put them in a box on the side. And whenever there's new space available in the little library, I will put them in. I pulled that out because I didn't start that book. I just needed a place to put it, and I'm going to use it for the book I'm currently reading. This was given to me by one of our co-worker who went to Dubai, and she purchased those hand-woven little bookmark for us. So I'm going to put it to the side and use it. I like bookmarks. Anyway, again, decluttering, a whole process. For some people, books is not an issue. Books used to be an issue for me. I think I've passed that hurdle, and I'm much able to see clearly what books I'm actually interested in reading rather than keeping any books, because that's what I used to do. I used to keep any book. Now I'm more critical of the books that I keep here or anywhere else in the house. And I have to, whenever I go and I do the decluttering, I have to look at what the book is about and see whether or not I'm still interested in this kind of story. If I am, very obviously, I keep the book, all right? If I'm kind of like, or if I had read one by an author and I had purchased several ones from the same author before reading, because sometimes I do that, like if it's a series, and I'm like, oh, this is garbage. Like everybody was talking about this, but it's really not good. No, don't eat that. Payal's not going to be happy. And one thing I don't do anymore also is buy a whole series. Like the ones that you see right here, the City of Ashes, City of Bones, these, I actually found them in a little library, so I grabbed all of them because they were a series, but I don't buy series anymore. I used to do that when everybody was talking about, you know, a series of books. I was like, okay, everybody's talking about it, let me go and buy it. And I would buy the whole series without even knowing whether or not I would like the book, the very first one. I stopped doing that a long time ago. So there's been a lot of change and growth in terms of the book hoarding, I would say. I mean, come on, I'm letting go of all of those. You never thought I was going to let go of the World War II books. I mean, at least those old ones. The new ones is different, but I still have some, you know, all over here. Anyway, so I did the books. There will be more books. Don't worry, there'll be more books. Just a little word of advice or something, wisdom I want to share. Never, and I said I was not going to tell you what to do, okay, but in this case I will, okay. Never put yourself in a position where you have to apologize for the type of books you read and the type of books you enjoy. I see that a lot. People judge other people based on the books they read. You know what? They read. They're reading books. What do you care if it's a Pulitzer Prize or a, you know, run-of-the-mill summer read? They're reading. You're reading. Don't feel bad for the type of literature, fiction, or types of books that you like. I really like and enjoy my Mail Order Bride. It's hurting zero people, okay? And very obviously I'm not the only one because they keep writing them. So yeah, never put yourself in a position where you gotta feel sorry or embarrassed for the type of books that you read. These are your personal quirks and likes, and they're yours. Why do you have to be like everybody else? Okay, so when you're decluttering and you're on this decluttering journey, you need to ask yourself, am I decluttering this item, whether it's a book or anything else, because everybody says it's garbage? Or am I decluttering it because I don't want it in my life anymore? There's a big difference, because the decluttering process that is done out of pressure, out of society's expectations, are not enjoyable experience. And you end up regretting it. And a lot of people have gotten rid of a lot of stuff since this decluttering frenzy started maybe 10 years ago. And I hear a lot of them regret it because they let go of things that they were told they shouldn't keep anymore. Don't do that. You only let go of the things that you're comfortable letting go of, that you know you're not going to use, that don't have any kind of strings attached to your heart. You know what I mean, right? And again, never feel embarrassed or apologize for the books you read, because at least you're reading. There's so many people out there who don't even bother with reading. So you're a step ahead, okay? And who cares? Really, who cares? So that was number 6. I let go of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books. and a few things that need relocating. So I'm pretty happy with that. Reorganized everything here. Scott has to go through his books. Again, don't declutter somebody else's things. Even if they read the book, just don't let go of other people's stuff, okay? It's not yours to let go of. And that would be it. So thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe right here in the corner. Hit that bell button so you get notified anytime I post another video. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at mygreatchallenge. If you're doing this challenge alongside of me and have an Instagram or Facebook account or a YouTube channel, let me know, mention me, and then tag me so that I can then tag you. You know the drill, right? So that everybody knows we're all doing this. It's like a whole community doing the 30 bags in 30 days right now. Also, patreon.com/mygreatchallenge for exclusive content I don't share on YouTube, more behind the scene family stuff. And then my new Etsy shop's Instagram account, Frenchy and Tubby. Check it out for updates on what's going on in the shop, what items is for sale, and of course the Etsy shop, Frenchy and Tubby. The link is down below. I will see you tomorrow for day number 7, bag number 7. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm still on the 3rd floor. I'm doing the bathroom. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching.